dealer in the Midwest. Luther Brookdale Mazda. See dealer for details. The only thing we overlook is $6.94.
Single and ready to mingle. Jenny and Bailey on the Dave Ryan in the Morning Show on KDWB.
Happy Friday morning. Bailey's not here today. She's doing her annual 20-mile charity walk where she loves to walk. She walks every day. But this time she's raised a little money for a theater group, fringe theater, something.
Local theaters, yeah.
So she's off today. And she started her walk a little bit later. You can follow the progress of this at Bailey on Air.
Yes, she does a full rundown of everything that's going on, how much she's sweating or not sweating, what kind of fun creatures she's passed, if there's something on the trail. And then she goes and has one solid beer and goes home.
So
she walks to a brewery.
Why not? Follow her later. I got a big day. I'm going to see Paul McCartney tonight at U.S. Bank Stadium.
Which just made me realize that my plans are ruined.
Why?
Because of you and everyone who likes Paul McCartney. No, I was planning on getting dinner downtown tonight with some girlfriends, but I did not realize that it was the Paul McCartney concert tonight. So that is definitely not happening.
Yeah, we thought about getting dinner first. We're going to go over to Hoyt's for dinner. And I think we tried to make a reservation and they were full. So I said, you know what? We don't need dinner. We'll get something to eat at the stadium, or we'll eat before we go. I said, you know what? That's enough excitement for one night is the Paul McCartney concert. I don't need to go to a dinner at Hoyt's or Boluto or somewhere.
When's the last time you saw him?
We saw him in Boston about 3-ish years ago.
Okay.
And it's funny. My favorite story about this is when he came to Target Field 10-ish years or so ago. We said, it's Paul McCartney. Let's bust open the piggy bank and get front row tickets. We were in the front row, but we were so far off to the right side that it really was technically front row up against the chain link fence. But he was so far over to our left that we had to crane our necks to see him. In the meantime, Tina used to work on the show. She bought $84 tickets up in the third deck. Yeah. And then Paul McCartney's people goes up in the third deck to find energetic, attractive young people to put in the front 10 rows for Paul McCartney, because Paul McCartney wants people that stand up and dance and sing along, not a bunch of old farts who sit there with their hands folded on their lap. And that's usually what front rows are at concerts, rich old people that are too burned out and jaded to get up and dance.
Which is crazy.
So and so Paul doesn't want those people in the front row. So Tina and her friends get to sit in the fourth row after spending $84 on her tickets.
View.
Yeah, with a direct view.
Super side obstructed view that Dave had.
Yeah. And so I'm I spent many, many times more than that to get in the front row. God.
So then you sat there with your arms crossed I wanted to be up there.
You know what I should have, but I did not. At Paul McCartney, it's a Beatle.
Yeah.
He's a Beatle.
Yeah. Legendary.
And there's only 2 of them left. And he was one of the main Beatles. Anyway, let's get you another concert in Los Angeles. Sabrina Carpenter. We got a keyword for you to use on the Talkback feature on the iHeartRadio app. Open that up and just say the keyword is busy. And that's really all you got to do. The keyword is busy, and then you are set to go. We do this every 30 minutes on KDWB. Each time you do this, gets you another entry into a drawing for a trip to LA with your friend, hotel, and tickets to Sabrina Carpenter's show coming up. I want to say in December. Maybe. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
before the end of the year.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
You'll move things around.
For sure.
If you got a kid's birthday party that day in the neighborhood, you can probably not go.
Yeah.
So we'll get that worked out for you. The keyword is busy. Would you date yourself? Why wouldn't you date yourself? We were talking about this the other day. It's I told Jenny, I said, I'm quite a catch. And you said, I think you differed with me a little bit.
Well, no, not necessarily that. I think we were just kind of having this discussion of what qualities about ourselves would we not fully enjoy enough to not date ourselves. But I think you and I both agreed that we would each date ourselves. I would date myself. You would date yourself.
Yeah.
But there's got to be something about us that we would see as I wouldn't really like that.
Mine is I'd probably like to stay home a little bit too much. I'm a little bit of a homebody.
Yeah.
And if I dated a homebody that was okay with that, but if she was wanted to go out, it's let's go to the Lookout and dance. I'd be you go to the Lookout and dance. I'm staying home and watching documentaries on Netflix.
At least you're real with yourself.
Yeah.
What about you, Jenny? Why would you not date yourself?
So I think for me, it's the fact that I am independent to a fault. And so I think I would get mixed signals as someone dating me, because it's like, I don't want to hang out with you all the time. I'm not going to text you constantly because I just don't need to. So I think that someone dating me might think like, oh, she's not that interested, or is she dating someone else? But really it's just like, nah, I'm just at home doing a project and I don't feel like talking to anyone and I don't want to like hang out. So I think that would be it. Whereas I would take that as if I was dating someone and be like, oh, they don't like me. They like never want to hang out.
Yeah, they want to hang out. Okay, Vaughn, why would you not date yourself?
I think because I'm too insecure isn't the word, but like I need constant reassurance, which is weird because I think I'm a great lover in the sense that I can always reassure Alyssa, my girlfriend, that she's doing good and that, whether it's about her or us, but I just don't feel like I can give that to myself, if that makes, because I'm hard on myself. Which is so weird, but
so you're too insecure
about my own self.
You would need constant reassurance that you're like good enough, smart enough.
Not need it, but like I'd very much appreciate it.
What reassurance that your partner likes you, or that
just in everything?
And everything. Like, okay, yeah, that's exhausting.
Yeah, very much. But I can give that to my girlfriend Alyssa. Great, she makes it easy. So,
yeah.
But I don't know that I'd be able to do it for myself.
I think one thing about me is I'm drama free. I don't like any kind of drama. Or like, why did you say that? I'm like, just chill, calm down. I think that I'm really good at telling women to calm down, and they really appreciate that.
Oh yeah, it's one of our favorite things.
When a man tells a woman to calm down, she goes, "Oh, I didn't realize I needed to calm down.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir."
And then in your sleep, we stand over you with a knife.
Yes, I know. Why is that? Why that is? Why would you not date yourself? I'm just curious. All right. We'll be back in a second. 1 hour commercial free. We're going to have Boo Bash tickets. We're going to play a little game called HR Violation or Not. And then we got No Phone Screener Friday. A lot of stuff coming up next on KDWB on the Dave Ryan Show. Plus, you can watch it on YouTube, Dave Ryan TV. Just search Dave Ryan TV. And check out War of the Roses on TikTok. Just go to Dave Ryan Show on TikTok, and you can see the videos behind War of the Roses.
101.3 KDWB.
Hey, it's Alan. It's hard to believe that millions of Americans still don't have reliable internet connectivity or technology. I think about when I was growing up, I had a single mom. I remember we had a word processor. Do you even know what that is? We did not have internet. I had to use the internet at school. That was my only access. And a lot of people still experience that. It wasn't as difficult, though, when I was growing up. Now, you need it for everything: to apply for a job, do your homework, schedule doctor's appointments. Now, I've used AT&T for years, and the thing is, I'm proud I do. They've committed $5 billion by 2030 to help 25 million people get and stay connected to affordable, high-speed internet access and digital resources. And as a part of that effort, since 2021, AT&T has distributed more than 150,000 computers and Wi-Fi hotspots to students and families nationwide. I cannot imagine the impact that has made on so many people. Actually, in 2024, they distributed 23,000 laptops, and this year they were like, you know what? Let's do 30,000. They do work that truly impacts and helps our communities.
Connecting changes everything. AT&T.
A beautiful fall weekend ahead of us. We might see a few showers this morning. Otherwise, partly cloudy the rest of the day with a high of 69. Tomorrow, it's going to be partly sunny, a high of 62, and Sunday, sunny and 59.
This report is sponsored by CenterPoint Energy. CenterPoint Energy helps you save energy and reduce costs at home. Find rebates and programs to improve energy efficiency in your home. Learn more at centerpointenergy.com. Again, that's centerpointenergy.com.
Unicorns like me are used to being called myths, but I can't stand hearing people say that recycling isn't real. Your recyclables go on an epic journey after they leave your home. A quest to become something new. For example, your old cereal boxes are recycled in Becker, Minnesota, and might come back to you as a package for your favorite cookies. Take it from me, recycling exists. Learn the real story behind recycling at recyclingexists.com.
Febreze. It's a classic odor tale. You fried fish for dinner, cleaned up, but the smell is still in the house. And the neighbors are coming over for game night. They're on their way. And then you spray Febreze Air Mist. Febreze Air starts working instantly to fight even your toughest odors, so you go from fish to fresh like that. Now all you have to worry about is Pam cheating at charades.
Breathe happy, Febreze, la 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 la.
KDWB-FM, Richfield, Minneapolis, St. Paul, an iHeartRadio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. Listen live to KDWB on the free iHeartRadio app. Brought to you by
Top Dog Law. Call them for any accident, big or small. Go to topdoglaw.com. That's topdoglaw.com.
Celebrate the spooky season with Zero Res and get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $129 and take 15% off your air duct and dryer vent cleaning too. Book online, ZeroResMinnesota.com, and take advantage of these huge Zero Res savings.
Choosing a college is big, but figuring out who you are and what you actually want to do, that's even bigger. When I got to St. Ben's and St. John's, I wasn't totally sure where I was headed, but from day one, I had a team of academic and career mentors who actually cared. They helped me figure out what matters to me, what I'm good at, and how to turn that into a career I'm excited about, and a life that feels real and meaningful. Start your journey at csbsju.edu. That's csbsju.edu.
Hey Minneapolis, get ready to glow. Step into Super Neon, a feel-good immersive experience filled with vibrant installations, interactive light, and color everywhere you turn. It's a playful, mood-boosting wonderland made to spark unforgettable memories. Are you ready to step into a fun-filled world of glowing lights? Now open at Mall of America. Get your tickets now on the Fever app or at superneonexperience.com.
Winter is coming, and I'm talking about the chilly housing market. If you need to sell a house now, know that more people are saying no to listing on the ice cold open market and yes to my red hot guaranteed cash offer program. Get your guaranteed cash offer today at chrislindahl.com.
We all know Goodwill, but did you know when you donate stuff to Goodwill, you help provide job training for people right here in your community? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Hurry! Mattress Firm's Upgrade Your Sleep sale ends soon. See their sleep experts today to find your perfect bed from their premium selection and save big on better rest. Mattress Firm. They make sleep easy.
Hot tub, hot tub, hot tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2025 inventory. Today through Sunday. Canterbury Park Expo Center. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2025 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. See the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Canterbury Park Expo Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
Everything's a little better when it's super. Heroes, markets, sized, and of course, checks. A super check gives you an in-depth review of your current insurance coverage with a Farm Bureau Financial Services agent, no matter who your insurance provider is. That's super cool. Talk to a Farm Bureau agent to make sure you're properly covered at fbfs.com/protect. It's your future. Let's protect it. Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
Minnesota's got a lot to be proud of, like Cheerios and Kim's Milk, 2 local originals. When this team pairs up, it's way beyond Minnesota nice. It's gosh darn delicious. Whether you need a quick snack, a post-gym refuel, or easy breakfast, a serving of Cheerios protein and a serving of Kim's Milk delivers 16 grams of tasty protein. It's convenient, satisfying, and keeps you going. Cheerios and Kim's Milk, your Minnesota protein pair. Cheerios protein cereal is a good source of protein per serving.
Refresh your look for the holidays. Great offers on laser hair removal and med spa services at idealimage.com.
From the 612 Injured, High Merle and Lammers Injury Law Traffic Center.
New Solace on 94 westbound at McKnight Road off to the right shoulder, but really, looking at the roadways, if you have to go out, you're going to be seeing not many cars out there because it's nice and light for Friday morning, really any morning rush in the Twin Cities metro area. I'm Jeremy Scott, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by the International Hot Rod Association.
The International Hot Rod Association and Durana Hybrid, where horsepower meets hard work. Reigniting the spirit of racing and the power of skilled trades. Mentorship, education, legacy. Fuels the future on the track and in the trades. Get your tickets now at IHRA.com.
It's Halloween season.
And the free iHeartRadio app has everything you need to make it a screaming good time. Like Halloween Radio,
Where we ghosted the commercials.
Trick or Treat Radio, just for the kids. Plus, explore curated Halloween playlists perfect for party vibes. And more. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search Halloween, and listen now.
iHeartRadio.
You can do more than listen on KDWB. You can watch The Dave Ryan Show. Just go to YouTube and search Dave Ryan TV.
Happy Friday. It's KDWB. Hope you had a good plans for the web, big plans for the weekend, even if your plan is to do nothing but sit around and watch college football in your underpants.
Yeah, I have big plans on Sunday if you want to come hang out with me, because I'm going to be at Mystic Lake at the Hop House. I'm hosting a Vikings watch party. The game's at noon. They play the Eagles, and I'm going to be giving away a bunch of like Vikings prize packs with some merch and stuff, and then Boo Bash tickets. So Boo Bash is also happening at Mystic, so come hang out with me. I'll be there Sunday. Game's at noon.
Okay. I mean, wow, we got a lot of stuff going on. You do anything fun this weekend, Vaughn?
Tonight, I'm going to probably go to Jack-O-Lantern Spectacular, which is this, I think it's a light show.
It's at the zoo,
what it is.
right?
At Minnesota Zoo. It's a big light show trying to get into. And then I haven't talked about this. My girlfriend Alyssa is nominated for an Emmy she works at KARE 11 for directing a broadcast. So tomorrow is that.
Wait, tomorrow is what?
The Emmy ceremony.
Awards? Oh, are you going to the Emmy ceremony?
And funny enough, I'm almost positive it's at Mystic Lake tomorrow.
Oh, really?
I'm almost positive it is. So yeah, that's tomorrow night. I've just been so proud of her for all the hard work and everyone at KARE 11 is doing so.
That is really cool. I'm going to Paul McCartney tonight, and I'm going to Colorado tomorrow early morning to just kind of hang out. I always have the dilemma whether to like see my sisters because I love them, but at the same time, it's an ordeal, you know, because Donna doesn't drive.
Because you have to pay for everything.
I pay for everything. They don't have two dimes to rub together, so I pay for everything. My sister Sharon's birthday is Tuesday, and we're not super close, but at the same time, you know, you got to stay in touch with your siblings. And Donna doesn't drive, so I have to drive all the way across town, pick up Donna, and then I got to drive her all the way back home. I don't know. It's one
Where
of
are
those
you guys
things.
going for dinner?
Where do you think we're going?
I forget. I know that it's some kind of chain restaurant. Is it Cracker Barrel?
No.
No? Oh, what is it?
Come on, you know where we go. It's where everybody goes with their Red
Chili's.
Lobster.
Oh, yeah, that's
the
right.
Cheddar Bay
Red
biscuits.
Lobster.
Red Lobster, it's the family favorite. It has been ever since I was a kid. It used to be fine dining.
Yes, it was.
It practically used to be like dark with candle lights and a grand piano player in the corner. And now it's like a zoo in there.
Well, there's actual lobsters. I thought that's what made it bougie back in the day.
Yeah, they have a lobster tank out front.
I just was like, ooh.
Do they still? Oh, I didn't
I
think they did
think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Anyway, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Little game here because we love games on KWB, and this is like just a little feature called HR Violation or Not. So we are talking about, like, I was tickling Vaughn yesterday because, you know, it's adorable and Gucci goo. And I'm like, I guess I better stop that because that could be an HR violation.
Very much so.
Yeah. So we've got John on the phone who is an HR, like a senior HR director, something like that, John?
Yeah, we'll call it that. That works.
And at a large tech company that we've all heard of, but we won't say what it is.
That's accurate.
Okay. John, first of all, to get to know you a little bit, you were referenced by Tony, who is on the show here. And Tony is like, he's funnier than any of us on the show.
That's why we don't have him on too often, or we not have jobs.
Yeah. So
I'm surprised Tony still has a job.
Yeah.
Why is that?
You're his HR manager, aren't you?
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, no.
I know how Tony
really?
is.
Okay. All right. Tony's in there every day. It's like, what? I just took my pants off. That's all I did.
What?
All right, John, I'm gonna run some scenarios by you because, you know, people will come to you once in a while and be like, hey, John, I have a problem with, you know, Maggie over in accounting, and Maggie keeps, you know, like, I don't know, smoking crack on the job, and I'm not happy with that one. So let's start off with a mild one here, HR violation or not. Let's say you work with somebody who wears way too much cologne and you can't walk into their studio, their office, without being just belted in the nose with you know, whatever cologne they're wearing. Is that something that I can come to you to do anything about, John?
Okay, so surprisingly, this one is pretty typical. The short answer is no. This one's not going to be a policy violation. So your company could have a hygiene standard clause in it, so that's definitely something to look into. But what we are going to do is we're going to get Vaughn some help.
Who?
This is,
I didn't name anybody. I didn't name anybody in particular. This is hypothetical.
Yeah, hypothetical. absolutely. So we can change the name to Laura, but we're going to get Laura some help here because we don't need 10 sprays. We probably don't even need 5.
Yeah, Vaughn.
We are going to sit down with Laura and share some feedback to see if we can find a better way forward with maybe 1 or 2 sprays. But at the end of the day, it's probably not going to be a policy violation.
My mom almost named me Laura.
Not an HR violation. Jenny,
Okay.
give John he's an
Okay,
HR director.
yeah.
Is this an HR violation?
All right, John. Well, I'm going to name names. Dave brought his lovely dog Bernie into the studio because we were doing some bit with Bernie one day. And when Bernie was hanging out, he pooped. And Dave all of a sudden just like looked away and pretended like he didn't see that his dog just took a big, huge, smelly dump in the studio and was hoping someone else would clean it up. Is that an HR violation?
This is a problem. Bringing your dog to the office is highly encouraged, at least where I come from. I will say bathroom breaks are covered by federal law. So OSHA, state law, all that good stuff. Very important that we're using our bathroom time. Now, for a dog and not cleaning it up, this is significant. I'm going to say probably a final written warning when we're talking about a violation.
Okay, by the way, totally fictionalized story. That never, ever happened.
Not yet, at least.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, John, tell me if this is an HR violation or not. If I tell Jenny, because we're always trying to find extra side cash, if I tell Jenny that I have a job for her, but then we go downstairs for said job and 3 guys throw blankets over our heads and tell us to get in a van. Is that an HR violation or not?
Is it an HR violation to kidnap somebody?
Well, I'm potato.
Yeah,
I'm
John,
sending
that's
her-
pretty much what he's saying.
I'm sending her on a job. We're both getting in the van. I'm trying to help her out.
Honestly, from an HR policy, you're probably clear here, but I would expect a call from the FBI.
Okay. Jeez. Okay. All right. HR violation or not. And this actually came to mind a few years ago during a meeting. I was sitting next to a woman and she had very beautiful hands. And I almost said to her, you have really pretty hands. And then I thought, I don't want this to turn into anything. So if I was next to a woman in a meeting here at iHeartRadio and I said, you have very pretty hands, would that be an HR violation?
It is okay to compliment people in the workplace, but this is one with a very fine line. I would suggest that we're going to err on the side of caution here and keep any comments about people's appearance to ourselves. But at the end of the day, who doesn't love a nice little compliment? As long as you're not pushing that too far. Now, the key, I think you understand this, is if they say don't do that or stop, we're all in agreement that that's where we're going to.
Okay, if they express displeasure with that, then you go, okay.
So Dave's doing it for a compliment. What if I'm doing this out of caution and I tell him that his cleavage is showing? Is that HR violation or not?
Well, I think you got to be careful there too on the terminology you use. But as I said with Laura, this is helping people, right?
I am trying to encourage him to put the cleavage away.
What if out of it, like, this is a funny joke that I do because I'm a funny guy. You know this. We're talking to an HR director, and I tell Jenny as a funny guy, I say something like, hey, where are you going, you big fat bitch?
Fat old bitch.
And that, what is it, fat old bitch?
Fat old bitch.
And I do that as a funny joke.
Yeah.
Is that an HR violation?
Not all hypothetical, by the way.
Well, it's interesting because if you're making a comment about that towards the conditions in your workplace towards a manager, you'd actually be surprised how many things you're protected for there. But that would be crossing the line.
Really?
Yeah, it's a close one.
That's funny because that was actually on my list of questions there. So I'm glad you covered that one, Dave. All right, I have another one. So, iHeartRadio here, we don't have a big budget. So we're pretty low on pens pretty often. And Bailey always steals my pen. And when I ask for it back, she's like, no, this one's mine. Is that an HR violation or not, that she's always taking my pen and then I do not have a utensil to write with?
Well, hopefully your workplace has a comprehensive investigation procedure because stealing pens is, a significant workplace problem. No, I think this one's probably going to be a conversation around respecting people's privacy. So if it is an HR violation, it's not going to be a significant one. But again, stealing, not cool.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, stealing, not cool.
We got it.
Bailey.
All right. I'll give you one more. If I invite everybody except one person in this office to my holiday party, but just because I don't know their name, is that an HR violation or not?
You're a horrible person, but it is not an HR violation.
Yeah, way to leave her out.
Well, way to sugarcoat it. You're a horrible. I just don't know their name.
You don't remember Bailey's name? You've been working with her for a
Bailey?
year and a half.
It's Bailey?
Yeah.
Yikes.
You could always ask, too.
It's too much work.
John, thank you for all you do. We appreciate you, and I think we've all learned something here on HR Violation or Not.
You fat old bitch.
One squirt, we'll do it. Jenny, you're a fat old bitch. So thank you, John.
Thanks, John.
Thank you, John.
Bye-bye. All right, in a couple of minutes here, we're going to get you Boo Bash tickets on KDWB. But right now, we're going to do Vaughn's Feel Good Friday on KDWB. Just a little something, some good news, because Vaughn's usually stirring the pot, and he's a nice young man. This time, bringing you some good news.
Apparently, I'm a horrible person.
Yeah.
I love this story from my home state, New Jersey. An 80-year-old grandma became the oldest person to finish what they call the Ironman World Championship in Hawaii.
Cool.
So it's a 2.4-mile swim, if you've never heard of it, a 112-mile bike ride, and then a full-ass marathon. Her name is Natalie. She finished it in 16 hours and 45 minutes. If you look her up or look up Ironman World Championship, there's video of her. It looks like she's on, what's the show? Wipeout.
Oh, okay.
Or American Ninja Warrior, doing everything. And the craziest part is that two things. One, she didn't learn how to swim until she was 59, and she's now 80. So if you ever think that you can't do it, Bailey, because Bailey can't swim, there's still time. And the cutoff to beat to do the championship is 17 hours. So she was just short of 15 minutes.
Oh my gosh, that is so amazing. I met someone at a triathlon I did, and she didn't start doing Ironmans till she was like 50, I think. And she was, I think, in her upper 60s at that point. So good for you, man. I mean, you could be a couch potato your whole life, and then all of a sudden one day at 50, you're like, I'm going to go do an Ironman.
Well, I'm not an athlete. I'd never heard of the Ironman world. I mean, that's probably why. But I didn't know that I can go do the Ironman. I didn't know that was a thing. David, you heard of it?
Oh, yeah, I've heard of it. Sure, yeah.
Ironmans, there's lots of Ironmans all
There's
over.
different varieties.
Yeah, there's like a lot of different ones, but that is one thing that I could never. I would die.
That is serious. How long was the run, did they say?
It's a full marathon.
It's
a full marathon, 2.5 mile swim, and then a bike ride too?
112-mile bike ride, yeah.
Yes.
She wasn't the winner of the whole thing. The winner was, of course, some 26-year-old, but she was the oldest person to finish it, which is phenomenal. I'd rather hold that record, to be honest.
Yeah, that's amazing.
You're never too old until you are. Now, remember that. You're never too old until you are. Because one day you will be too old. But right now, you're fine.
Yeah.
So go do it
for now
before you are too old. All right, let's get into the dirt right ahead of No Phone Screener Friday.
The Dave Ryan Show, 101.3 KDWB.
I'll handle this story each time in the dirt because I'm probably one of the few people on the show who really care that much. Ace Frehley was the lead guitar player for Kiss. He was one of the founding members, and they would break up and they'd get back together. And the first concert that I ever saw was Kiss. And I was 17 years old and a little chicken farm boy from the sticks in Colorado. It blew my mind. Ace Frehley was 74 years old.
Hi, this is Ace Frehley. Here I am, in the city, with a fistful of dollars. And baby, you better believe I'm back in New York.
I guess he fell and hit his head a couple of weeks ago and he never recovered. And then he had a brain bleed. They put him on life support and it didn't look like he was going to recover. So at 74 years old, sadly, they took him off life support. And Ace Frehley, RIP.
So Taylor Swift is kind of in some hot water right now because of a necklace she had put out that has now been pulled. Basically, she was selling an opalite necklace, which is one of her new songs on her new album. And a lot of people said that the chain had these series of lightning bolts that they thought resembled Hitler's SS death squad. So very quickly, her PR team got in there and was like, yeah, we're going to take this off. But this isn't the first time that she's been not so buttoned up. Back in 2024, she seemingly ignored the legendary Celine Dion in accepting the Album of the Year Grammy. And that summer, she waited nearly 2 weeks before addressing the cancellation of her Vienna, Austria concerts due to some terrorism concerns. So there's been some other times where she's gotten in a little bit of trouble. But yeah, I mean, I looked at the necklace, the lightning bolts. It's not like two lightning bolts next to each other. they're like one on the chain, but then if you put the chain close together, then yeah, it looks a little bit weird. I think, in my opinion, I think it's exaggerated and drastic.
I think it's absolutely
I do
ridiculous.
too.
It is a harmless necklace where you're taking something from nature that have been around for years and making something that you're offended by.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
it's just, I don't even get it. It's just silly.
Mm-hmm.
White Boy of the Year, Timothy Chalamet.
Woo!
He just won last night. Anthony Edwards from the Minnesota Timberwolves. He did some weird online award show, and the competitors for White Boy of the Year were Adam Sandler, Tom Cruise, Pat McAfee, Mr. Beast, and Timothy Chalamet. And I do think Timothy Chalamet has earned that title.
I think he deserved it too. When I saw the top 5, I thought that he definitely deserved it. But I watched like the videos of him earning it. He's off in like Budapest filming a movie or something right now. And they like Zoom called him to give him the honor and stuff. And I'll read what he wrote on his Instagram after he won. He says,
please.
"You can get lost in the sauce, but without sauce, you are lost. That being said, I promise to cherish this award and do good, inspiring generations of white boys to come to be entirely delusional about their identity and place within the world."
Mm-hmm.
So he was really funny about it.
I think all the contestants, like Adam Sandler, Pat McAfee, Tom Cruise, and Mr. Beast, I think they were decent because they all had good things going on this year. But come on, he's Chalamet.
Yeah.
You know, it makes sense.
Okay, we're going to do No Phone Screener Friday coming up in a few minutes. You want to start calling in? You can call now, 651-989-KDWB. Get you on the radio to talk about whatever you want. And we're going back to rules because last week we did no rules. So the rules are you got to be at least 16 years old. You cannot plug your event, or you can't plug you can't do a shout out because we'll do shout outs another time. Clearly, you can't swear. We suggest you have a plan because a lot of people are like surprised they get on the radio. They're like, oh, didn't expect you to answer. But other than that, is there any other rules that I'm missing here? I don't think so.
We said 16 and older. Yep. Obviously don't curse. No, I think that's everything. And then if you break any of those rules, we do have a special sound effect for you. And right after that, you'll be immediately booted off the phone into the depths of Cottage Grove.
We do have a keyword quick that we'll give you for Sabrina Carpenter as well. So we've been doing this for a little bit. You probably know how it goes. But if you go to the talkback feature on the iHeartRadio app, you just need to speak into the little red microphone. The keyword is tears this time. And you're entered in for a trip to two to see Sabrina Carpenter in LA. So get in there, get on the talkback feature and say tears.
The keyword is tears, and that's really all you need to do. Quick shout out. Happy birthday, Hunter, on Sunday from your mama. And also, there is another one. Can I get a shout out for Rito Burrito on his first birthday? That's what they said. And so there's your shout out.
You're just a messenger.
Let's get into No Phone Screener Friday on KDWB. We'll start answering the phones right now. Just keep ringing because we don't pick them up in advance. When we pick you up, you are live on the radio. So let it ring, ring, ring. And we'll get started right now on No Phone Screener Friday and see how it goes. Hello, you're on the radio. What's your name?
Oh my gosh, my name is Megan.
Hi, Megan. What's up?
Hi. So here's a hill that I will die on. When you're boarding a plane and when you're getting off a plane, it shouldn't be front to back. It should be back to front.
Okay.
I get that because the back should be filled first, and then there's less congestion in the aisle. They actually used to do that, Megan, in the flight industry, and it turned out that it didn't work. And I don't know why it didn't work, but it didn't work.
Okay. Darn. Okay.
Well, no. They used to be. They used to say you can hear the announcements. If you're probably over 40 years old, they would say something like, "We'll start boarding the rear of the aircraft first because it makes sense." Because if you board the front, then all the people in the back can't get to the back. But for whatever reason, people are just dumb when it comes to getting on an airplane. Mm-hmm. And here's what my hill that you should die. I'm going to die on. Do not put your computer bag or your backpack in the overhead, you dumbass.
Yeah.
Put it underneath the seat in front of you.
Mm-hmm. Or else Dave Ryan's going to come in, grab your computer bag and be like, whose is this?
I've been known to do that.
Whose is this? Put this under your seat.
I've been known to do that.
Or also, don't put it in the overhead, but also don't put it in the baggage, the check bag. Like anything valuable to you, keep it on you.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
No Phone Screener Friday. You're up next. What is your name?
Hey, I'm Zach calling from northern Wisconsin.
Good morning, Zach. What's on your mind?
Hi, so I just turned 29 a couple days ago. Wondering if you guys have any tips or words of wisdom to enjoy the last year of my 20s, because I'm scared of 30.
Stretch.
Stretch.
Vaughn, you're 24.
And I need to start now.
I mean, I think that when you turn 30, you're going to realize that it's just yet another year. However, I don't know, go a little wild, go a little crazy. We had a funeral for my 20s when I turned 30.
Did you?
Here on
Okay.
No, here on the radio we did. You were on vacation. You guys all did like a speech, and you even like sent one in recorded. So maybe that would be fun. You could have a little funeral for your 20s to celebrate your 30th.
I like that.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah.
I would try to get your body count up to 30 to celebrate your 30th birthday. And that's just an idea, Zach.
Hey,
I'm
don't
trying
know
to help.
what it's at yet.
I
He might
don't.
be way beyond that.
He might be. Okay. Good luck and happy birthday. KDWB, No Phone Screener Friday. What's your name?
Jen.
Jen, what's up?
Hi, I'm a nurse and doctor, and I just wanted to tell people to stop doing Botox and lip filler at home as DIYs. It's super scary. And then when you come to us to fix something, we're not going to do it for you because you already messed it up yourself.
So I can understand this. Can you order this stuff and then inject it yourself? Or are you talking about your friend Lisa does it at home? And are you talking about when you say DIY, what do you mean?
People are ordering it from Korea and not even knowing what they're receiving and injecting it themselves.
Okay, so then they try to do a fat filler or a wrinkle remover or whatever, and then they inject something into their face, and then they come to you with something that looks like a big knot on their head?
Lord.
Yeah.
Okay. That's some good advice. Don't do it yourself.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Gosh.
No Phone Screener Friday on KDWB. What's your name?
My name's Kimberly.
What's up, Kimberly?
I'm a vet tech, and I just wanted to make sure everybody was aware that it's Vet Tech Appreciation Week.
Yes.
And to give a shout out to your vet team.
I so appreciate vets and vet techs because they, you love your pets and you go in and they can't speak for themselves. You get to speak for them. And you vet techs are just always like most of them. And you probably get tired of fussing over everybody's pet, but you always make, and I say you as in general, you always make my pet feel special, even though you're probably tired and cranky, want to go home and drink a bottle of Lambrusco,
Oh my gosh, I appreciate it. Yeah, especially because the vet techs, we're technically the nurses of the clinic.
Yeah.
And I feel like we don't get the appreciation that that we deserve too, because we do a lot that I feel like people don't realize. So
Well, we realize that, and thank you very much. All right. It is KDWB, No Phone Screener Friday. What's your name?
Hi, Dave. It's Jeff. How you doing?
Hey, Jeff, I'm doing well. What about you?
Good. Can I do a Miley Cyrus montage?
Okay. Didn't expect this, but you know what? You never know what's going to happen. Let's do it, Jeff.
I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming. There's a voice inside my head says, you'll never reach it.
What the hell's going on here?
I came in like a wrecking ball.
Why? This is
montage.
I love this.
This is why.
And I want to party in the USA.
This is why radio stations screen their phone calls.
I wanted to take a minute off.
Can't stop, and we won't stop.
Okay.
You get the best of both worlds. Mix it all together. Mix it all together. You get the best of both worlds.
Okay.
People ask us. Go ahead. Go ahead, Dave.
Can I?
That was
Jeff, that was wonderful. Totally unexpected. I'm not sure what you're on, but I want you listen really close. Jeff, are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Listen close, Jeff, and see if it sounds like I'm hanging up. Okay, just listen and see. Did it sound like a? Did it? Okay.
My favorite segment is this every week, No Phone Screener Friday, because people wait all week and then they wait all weeks to do these things, and then by chance hope that they still get through when we do it.
Jeff, I love you for doing that. Thank you. That was probably the best call we'll get all day.
Lord.
No Phone Screener Friday. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, this is Angie.
What's up, Angie?
I was wondering, do you guys have a funny first date story that you can remember?
Oh,
I have a kind of weird one.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm out to dinner with somebody, and at the time I was actually interning on the morning show, and this guy and I are having conversation. He's very engaged in the conversation, but as I'm talking about morning show stuff, he whips out a tiny little notepad he had in his pocket and starts taking notes about what I was saying. And he's like, I hope you don't mind. I'm just like, this is really interesting to me. And so he starts taking notes, and then we he wanted to give me a ride on his motorcycle, so we walked the 2 blocks to his motorcycle, even though I lived across the street from the restaurant, so he could take me on a little ride, and I did not die. So that's the good news of all of this.
Yeah, I don't have anything that tops that. I fell asleep one time during we rented Purple Rain to watch it, and I fell asleep on our first date, and she was very pissed because she couldn't wait for me to see Purple Rain. So
you're terrible.
No Phone Screener Friday. You're up next. What's your name?
Hi, it's Juniper.
Juniper. What's up?
Teacher nightmares.
Okay. What you got?
We're ready.
I'm a teacher, and I woke up screaming last night because, this must be the third night in a row that I've had a dream that my class is trying to kill me.
Oh, no.
What grade do you teach?
8th grade.
8th grade, 9th grade, they're very hellish.
They're hellish, and they're unpredictable, yes.
I was the substitute teacher for literally like a month, and I did a lot of kindergarten classes, which was fine. They're just very needy, obviously, because they're so young. So I was like, let me switch it up, and I went to 9th grade. Gosh, I would rather do anything else.
Juniper, it sounds like your dream means that you're feeling overwhelmed and stressed by your teaching responsibilities, or it could be a manifestation of a fear of failing at your job. One of the two. Do you feel like that fits?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, gosh, I hope you have better dreams tonight.
The thing is, I will tell you, we all have dreams about work.
Mhm.
I'm going to guess if you're an architect or a dentist or you you work on solar panels, we have dreams that I have a dream last night that a bit is just not going well and it's getting worse and worse and worse.
And you can't stop it.
And I just go, and then I finally decide I'm just going to wake up because this bit is not getting any better. All right, this bit is I think it's doing okay. No Phone Screener Friday. You're up next. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Abby.
Hi, Abby. What's up?
Okay, if you guys were characters from the movie Inside Out, what emotions would you guys be?
Oh, okay.
So, do you know which ones there are? Do you want to list them? Because Dave hasn't seen the movie.
Okay, there's let's see here, joy, anxiety, anger,
sadness,
envy,
disgust,
There's
fear.
ennui, which means you're just
sad.
too cool for
Is that what it
everything.
is? Okay,
just
gotcha.
a random one you could just list off. That's just you, I guess.
Is there a flabbergasted one? Because I'm most of the time flabbergasted.
There's a disgust one.
Why not?
Yeah,
Disgust, maybe?
No, I'm not disgusted. Flabbergasted, which it means I'm surprised at everything that I see going around me and I can't understand it.
Yeah, that's a good one for
Okay.
right now.
Flabbergasted.
Mine would definitely be anxiety.
I think I'm with you. Either that or fear, just because I'm such an overthinker.
What would yours be?
Probably anxiety.
Yeah.
Anxiety.
Yeah, we get it.
Try being flabbergasted. It's a lot more fun.
Right, I bet.
Yeah, because you just look around and you go, what in the is going on here?
Yeah.
All right.
Life is a sitcom.
No Phone Screener Friday. Hello, what's your name?
Hello, it's Suzanne.
Hi, Suzanne. What's up?
Well, so I'm a grandma. I don't know if I've shared that before, but I'm a grandma and I love every minute of it. And last weekend was my youngest granddaughter's first birthday.
Aww.
So I got the lucky honor of being tasked with getting all of the cupcakes and everything. And we did a really fun s'mores cupcake and an apple cider cupcake, and it got me to thinking about favorite cakes. And so I wanted to know, what are your favorite kinds of
I
cakes?
love this.
I do
It's
too.
so random.
Yeah.
Okay. I would say probably like a German chocolate cake. Or no, I'm changing my mind. Carrot cake. Final answer.
What is German chocolate? Just
it's
like deep
just
chocolate?
a rich dark
It's a-
chocolate.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm changing my mind. Carrot cake.
Jenny?
My favorite is an ice cream cake. Hands down, love an ice cream cake.
For my birthday, my girlfriend Alyssa made me, it's a Max and Ruby cake. If you've ever seen the show, half of it's strawberry and it's decorated all nice. And then the other half, the kid made, it's chocolate, but it has like worms and strawberries on it. So half chocolate, half strawberry.
Okay, what about you, Suzanne?
Mine, there's nothing wrong with a good confetti cake, but
Yeah.
I like a good spice cake or like a carrot cake. I'm kind of with you on that one, Dave.
Yeah, spice carrot cake. Delicious. Thank you, Suzanne.
Yeah, you're welcome. Have a
Bye. All right, let's do a couple of more. No Phone Screener Friday. What's your name?
Stacy.
What's up, Stacy?
Hi, I just wanted to give we went to Boo Bash last year, my wife and I, and we had the best time ever. So we appreciate all that you guys
I
do.
remember you and your wife. You two got into a fight with a bouncer, and you hit the bouncer upside the head with an 1800 tequila bottle. Was that you?
How do you know?
I remember. No. Are you going to Boo Bash this year?
We haven't won yet, but
Well,
we've
you
been
just won.
trying.
You won. I'm going to get you tickets right now. Okay?
Seriously?
I'm going to get you and your wife
Yeah,
tickets,
but you're
okay?
the only one. Because now a bunch of people are going to start calling and think that they get tickets. You're the only one for No Phone Screener Friday. We got a bunch that we're giving away in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Awesome. That is amazing. I appreciate you guys.
We appreciate you. Stay on hold. And that's going to wrap it up for No Phone Screener Friday on KDWB. So, yeah, we're going to give away Boo Bash tickets coming up in a little bit. But right now, we got something really cool. There's a new place in town. It's called, there's a name for it, but the sport is called foaling, which is a combination of football and bowling. And it's just like a dumb, fun, axe throwing kind of a area of like, let's go and have some fun.
Yeah.
And it's like drinks and food and you foaling.
Foaling Warehouse in Minneapolis is over in the North Loop, and we have a bunch of stuff to give away for it. But we are going to be playing a very, very stupid game.
This is not stupid at all.
Okay, you're right. We're
I
going to
came
be
up
playing
with
a
this
very,
game. This is my
very
creation.
fun game.
I came up with this
A
game
Dave
myself.
Ryan original.
I came up with it. Thank you very much.
But we're not going to tell you what that game is until you get on the phone. And we need a few people on the phone for this because we have a few packs of to give away for it.
Okay, what do you win if you win this foaling, which is a combination of football and bowling? Foaling, you throw the football at the pins and you knock them down. In the meantime, you go have a beer and some nachos.
So you win a free lane for up to 10 people for 2 hours. There's food, drinks, and bragging rights if you're good at this game. But I've never played this. I think I would be good at it. I think I have a decent football throw and aim. So I think I would be getting strikes every time, if that's what they call it. I don't know if they have different terms.
Probably,
with
yeah.
bowling, But
yeah, I was playing football with a couple of 7-year-olds last night. I went to my friend Kelly's
Do you wanna
birthday
explain
party.
that? Yeah.
Oh, well, sure, yeah. I wandered onto school property. No, they were having Kelly, my friend's having a birthday party. And so her kid is about 7. He's playing with another kid about 7. I said, give me that football. I'm great with kids. I said, give me that football. Go long. And so I threw the football and, they're trying to catch it. And I said, let's do a button hook. Now, you might not know what a button is. It's a very simple pattern. You run away from the quarterback, then you turn around and come back like a hook. It's called a button hook.
Yes.
I said, boys, that's called a button hook. They're like, it's a butt hook? And I said, no, it's not a butt hook. And so then they ran with it. They kept saying, it's a butt hook. It's a butt. And I played with it too. I said, no, it's a button hook. So then we did like man-to-man coverage and we had a great time. And I taught the kids, watch the ball into your hands. Because when you're, back when I played for the U, played for the Gophers, 93, part of 94, Coach Kill always said, watch the ball into your hands.
Oh, I didn't know Coach Kill was the coach back then. That's interesting.
Most people don't know that.
What was he, like 12 or something as a coach?
No, he
What
was
an honor.
he was the receivers coach.
Okay,
So, yeah.
got it.
Yeah,
Got
my
it.
position was I was
what were you?
What?
What position did you play? I don't remember.
On the Gophers?
Yeah, in 93.
A rundown.
You're so
yeah. It's a good bit. All right, here we go. We ready to play?
Yeah.
We had to stall with something.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. We got somebody on the phone here for foaling, and this is Lola. Hi, Lola.
Hi.
Lola, you get a chance to go to, what is it called? Foaling
Warehouse in
Warehouse.
Minneapolis.
Okay. Do you ever do any bowling?
I do every once in a while, only on a special occasion with my
Okay,
friends.
I get it.
So this is exciting.
It is quite special. So what's going to happen is I'm going to play a bowling sound effect, and you have to tell me, listen to the bowling sound effect, and tell me whether it's a man or a woman that is bowling. Are you ready? Here we go.
Okay, ready.
Is it a man or a woman bowling?
You know what? That I feel like it's a man.
That is a man, 100%. Yeah.
How did you know? My
That's
gosh.
Didn't even
amazing.
take 2 seconds to think about it.
Good job, Lola.
It sounded more masculine.
Yeah.
Okay, good job. All
yeah,
right.
okay.
Next up is Angie. Hi, Angie.
Hi.
Angie, you ever do any bowling?
I used to be on a bowling league.
Look at that. Okay, what was your average?
I averaged about 200.
Oh,
Wow.
that's serious.
That
That's
is
serious.
good.
I don't know what that means.
That's quite
Is it?
good.
Oh, it is?
That's
Okay.
quite good. All right, Angie, I'm going to play a bowling sound. You tell me whether it's a man or a woman. You get it right, and you're going to go to the Foaling Warehouse with some friends, okay?
Okay.
Listen up. Here we go.
A woman.
She said woman.
100% is a woman.
Yeah, it
Yes,
was.
very
You're right.
good. You're uncanny. Good job. I don't know what she's laughing at. This is serious gamesmanship here. KDWB, hello, Arisa.
Hi.
Did I say your name right?
With an S. Arisa.
Arisa. Yeah,
With
okay.
an F, I think she said.
Arifa, okay. Do you ever do any bowling?
Yeah, special occasions.
Okay.
Have fun with it.
I'm going to play a sound of someone bowling. Guess, tell me whether it's a man or a woman. Here we go. Man or a woman?
You see how slow that ball rolled? Definitely a man.
100% yes, you are a winner. Congratulations. Presented by Foaling Warehouse. Good job. We'll have Boo Bash tickets for you coming up right after this.
They say the my daddies know we go.
101.3 KDWB. You're never more than 30 minutes away from more Sabrina Carpenter tickets to fly out to LA. That would be so cool. I'm going to guess this is probably going to be around December or so. I haven't checked exactly, but it'll definitely be when it's colder. And in Los Angeles, in the wintertime, it might be like jacket or sweater weather, but it's going to be warm enough to go outside, walk up and down Hollywood Boulevard, go see the Santa Monica Pier, all the things that you want to go do, take a studio tour, go to Universal Studios.
I've done the Warner Brothers tour, and that was super fun. I loved that.
It's just amazing to see some of that stuff. It really is. Listen for the keyword coming up about another 7 or 8 minutes on KDWB. I've got a dilemma, and this is really interesting. It came in via email. Hey, morning show crew. Listen to this one. I have a dilemma. My husband and I got married during COVID, so we didn't have a real wedding. We promised each other that when COVID cleared up, we'll have a big, elaborate wedding. My mom bought a dress for it, thinking like a lot of us did that COVID wouldn't last very long. But now it's 5 years later.
Yeah.
They've got all this money saved up for this $30,000 wedding. She says, I don't know if we want to spend $30,000 on a wedding. I know our whole family wants to celebrate our love since they didn't get to in 2020. We can afford it. We got the money saved up, but now the newness of being married is kind of over. And that sounds awful, but I get it.
Yeah.
I get it completely. We've been married 5 years. The honeymoon phase of being married is gone and past. We got one kid already, another one on the way. So now I'm just in this dilemma. Do we have the big wedding or not? What do you think, Jen?
Oh, man. I mean, to have that amount of money saved up and not be like hyped about having a big wedding makes me feel like you should think about something else you could do with that money that like maybe celebrates you now as a family, because now you do have a kid and you have another one on the way, you said. So maybe use it to go on the most extravagant family vacation. But when you have young kids, I know that like traveling isn't really like top of mind for you.
Point. Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know.
Well, what do you think as you're listening to the show? What do you think that you would do? Would you, like you promised each other, oh my God, so they'd probably, plan their wedding for a couple of years. Who knows? Maybe it was June 1st of 2020. They're in the height of COVID. Well, COVID comes in, you go, we're not getting married with a big wedding because we really can't. Nobody wants to come. So they get married like, with a friend or the courthouse or whatever, with the promise that when COVID clears up, they will have the big $30,000 wedding. Here's COVID cleared up. Everybody can be safe. And they're not sure they want to spend the money on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you, Jenny. I would rather go on like a big memorable cruise, have grandma watch the kids, and they get another one on the way. That's a problem.
Yeah.
It depends on how on the way it is. Is it due in like 6 days or 6 months?
It doesn't sound like they've planned anything yet. So clearly, like if you are planning a wedding, you're planning that like a year out anyways. So realistically, a trip in a year or a wedding in a year, both very high possibilities, but you're definitely not going to go on a cruise with a newborn. That's for sure.
You'd be surprised. Some people do it, and I don't think that they should. But, you live your life, I guess. I think you should have the wedding, man. And anything that happened in COVID didn't really happen in my mind. Because COVID was such a weird time. And I mean, I'm glad you're content, but you deserve the wedding.
She sounds like she's not super hyped about it, though.
But
like,
you deserve it.
I've never been married, so I don't know what it's like to have those like first few years of marriage where you're like so excited, I'm married, whatever. Well, most people are. Who knows? But so I don't know what that's like. But I could imagine that like 5 years down the road, I would be like, yeah, I don't think I really need a wedding anymore.
I would kind of agree with that. I think if you're not excited about it to the point where you're writing to KDWB and saying, should I have this? You're going to find something more fun that you want to do with that $30,000.
That's a good point.
I mean, maybe it's like, something as simple as a bathroom remodel or new kitchen remodel. I don't know how much that costs, but spend it on something fun. Spend it on something that was meant to be fun money. And I'm going to tell you one more thing. You're saying that all your friends and relatives wanted to celebrate your love with you and come to your wedding. They've forgotten about it. I mean, they've not forgotten about it, but they're not sitting there going, God, when are Grace and John, whatever your names are, going to have that wedding? We really want to set aside a weekend and buy a crock pot. They're not. They don't care. They love you, but they don't care.
Is 5 years too young to renew your vows? Maybe you do that and then make it a trip.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying throw a big party and then use
You talking about via text messages?
Yeah, via text messages. They should throw a big party to celebrate, but then use the rest of the money for yourselves towards like a house or renovation or a vacation or something like that. Bring your most loved ones on a trip and hire a nanny for your kids so that you can kind of like enjoy it, enjoy time with your loved ones, have the kids there, but also probably be able to have some free time on your own.
There's a text that says the only person that cares is your mother because the mom bought the new dress.
Probably.
Move on. No wedding. Another text kind of sums up what I think. Weddings are fun, but vacations are more fun.
Mm-hmm.
And vacations last a week. And a wedding is done in 6 hours. Nothing wrong with a wedding. $30,000 spread out over a week is going to be a lot more fun than $30,000 spread out. I don't even know. Tell me the truth. If you are a bride or a groom, did you have fun at your wedding? Did you? I mean, be honest with me. Did you have fun at your wedding, or was it, and I'm not trying to plant a seed, but was it more stressful and hectic and just a big rush of blur through the day?
Yeah, it's a real question because a lot of people say when you plan a wedding, it's more so for the people going to the wedding because, you're trying to make sure the music for them is good, the food for them is good.
Yeah.
Obviously, to celebrate you. Let's talk to Dan. He went through the same situation. Dan's on the phone.
Yeah, okay.
And you can call too, 651-989-KDWB.
Hi, Dan.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Good. If you missed it, there's a woman who wrote in. She got married during COVID. They had planned a big $30,000 wedding. They didn't spend it because of COVID. Now they promised themselves 5 years later when COVID was done, and now it's completely safe to be out. But now she's like, I got the money. I don't know if I want to have a wedding or spend it on something else. What do you think?
Yeah, so me and my wife, we got $15,000, and we could have had a wedding or done whatever with it. We had a wedding. It was great and awesome. But the first, and we always talk about, we should have just taken that $15,000 and taken a 2-3 week honeymoon, go to Ireland, go to the Bahamas, something. So trip came to mind right off the bat, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay, and no regrets. No regrets, Dan.
No, I think he
No,
is
no,
regretting.
our wedding was great, but
I see what I see. You spent the money on the wedding. I misunderstood that. So you spent the money on the wedding when you should have said, let's go to Ireland instead.
Yeah, because now we have kids and we don't have money, so.
Those damn kids.
Dan, thanks for your advice. I appreciate that. Who else we got on the phone?
Anna Marie.
Anna Marie, what do you think? Should this woman get married, or should she just spend it on a trip or something?
I think she should do what her inkling is, which seems like going on a trip. We actually were scheduled to get married in 2020 and had to postpone everything. We still wanted to get married, so we just showed up to a park with just like our parents and siblings and got married. And it was an amazing day, and it went perfect, and it was so much fun. And then we weren't able to get out of our contract, and we weren't going to get any of our money back, so we ended up still having our big wedding, and it was fun, and I don't regret it, but it did make me realize I wish we would have done the first thing and maybe had a smaller party with more of our friends, but not necessarily the big giant wedding we ended up having.
How many people were at your big giant wedding?
There was 200 invited, and I think with COVID and rescheduling and everything, we had about 150 show up.
Still, that's a big wedding.
Big, yeah.
Thank you, by the way. One more call, and we're going to move on. We're going to give away Boo Bash tickets and get to Jenny's Been on Reddit.
And that's Sabrina Carpenter keyword in a second.
And Sabrina, yes. Hi, Nicole.
Morning.
Morning.
So we got married during COVID, and then later on in 2020, we had a big, redo ceremony and then a big reception, and it was a blast. It was so much fun. I was already married. I had, a different dress. I looked cute. All our friends and family were there. It was amazing.
But my question for you is, you got married pretty shortly, had the big wedding after you had just gotten married. It's 5 years later. Would you want to still do that 5 years later had you not done that back in 2020?
I probably wouldn't, though.
Yeah.
I would do something else.
Yeah.
Go celebrate your family.
Are you still with that person you married?
Jenny.
I just had to be a little bit nosy for a second and see. Okay, good.
And I would probably do another reception wedding type thing because it was really actually fun.
Yeah.
But it does cost a lot of money. So do something that fits your life now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, the question is, she's got all this money for a wedding that they postponed because of COVID. Should she use the money for the ceremony, or should she spend it on something else? Because she's not that excited about a wedding now. Text message. This one's harsh. Forget the wedding. Nobody cares anymore. Have a little party and then take a trip or do something as a family. Another one, do a family trip instead. Weddings are overrated. I got married way before COVID. I did a JP wedding. What's that? JP wedding and a kick-ass honeymoon.
I'm
not sure what that means.
I don't know either.
All right. Thanks for all that. We appreciate it. Hopefully that helped you out. You got a dilemma, send it in to us because somebody will have an idea to help you out. On KDWB, your Sabrina Carpenter keyword. This time it is espresso. So to help you remember, best song of the last couple of years.
Oh, you love espresso.
It is the best song of the last couple of years. Espresso's the keyword. Open up the iHeartRadio app if you're not already listening. If you are, it's super easy. You save a step, tap the red microphone as you've got the KDWB page open, and that's the talkback feature. Just say the keyword is espresso, and you are good to go.
Uh-oh. Jenny's Been on Reddit.
So I'm going out to dinner with some girlfriends tonight, and they're all lovely, lovely humans. But this popped up on Reddit, and I thought it'd be fun to ask you guys this question.
Right.
So you're invited to a restaurant, and you can bring one person with you. And if they judge or complain about the food, you win
I've seen this.
$20 million. So who are you bringing with you to that restaurant? Now, the girls I'm going with tonight, I would argue that I would probably be the one because they're all too timid and shy to speak up about things. They're all very sweet humans. So, choose me. But if I had to choose just in general, I would choose my ex-friend, Muna, because she complained all the time about everything. And she also worked in the service industry. So that also like strikes a chord with me because I'm like, you got to understand that things happen in a restaurant. But I would go with that. Dave, who are you bringing with you? You win $20 million if they judge or complain about the food.
Oh, man. We don't really do that. I'm going to just say Allison.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Allison, she's do
it in a nice way.
She's a tiny bit persnickety.
Okay.
And she's not a snob, but she's definitely like, she tends to find something that is not all that and not always. She's a lovely human. I love her so much. She's such a wonderful daughter, and she's a good mama. But I know that Allison, she probably got it from me. It's like, let's find something to bitch about. And I don't really do that as much anymore because I think you get to a point where it's like, you know what, just enjoy your French fries. Yeah, maybe they're a little bit salty, but enjoy your French fries. Yeah, maybe the salad is a little bit wilted. Just shut up and eat it anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Vaughn, what about you?
I'm taking Alyssa's dad. He and I are the same in that, like, we don't look for little things, but the minute we see something, we're taking the opportunity to be like, oh, they don't have agave liquor. Oh, I paid $26.95 for this small portion. Just any little thing. Or like, oh, it's not that busy in here, but it's been a minute since they come to ask me if my food's okay.
All
we
right.
are definitely those people.
I love that. Okay, so let's change it one time around. We'll go around the room. If it was the four of us at a restaurant, who do you think would be the most likely
Bailey,
to judge?
100%. Absolutely, Bailey,
Really?
100%.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I think it's me.
I was going to say Vaughn.
Okay.
Sorry, Vaughn. I love you.
I don't see it that
but
way,
I
but
think it would be Vaughn.
Don't apologize.
If you think it would be you, Vaughn, then it probably would be you.
Yeah. I'm the guy that yesterday we got somebody replied all to an email chain and it annoyed me. So I texted you guys and I said, why are we still doing this at our grown age? So I'm the first to complain about anything.
Yeah. I would probably say Vaughn. He would also not do it in like a rude way, but I think he'd be like, oh God, this steak is overcooked.
I'd say
Are
it to you
serious?
guys.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't say it to
But
the
that's
server.
the point of this. You just have to complain about the food or judge it a little bit, and you win $20 million.
$20 million.
Hypothetically.
Wouldn't it be disappointing if you bet on Vaughn that he would complain and it was me that complained?
I'd be so mad.
Fries are too salty. That was fun, Jenny. Thank you. All right, here's what we're going to do for Boo Bash tickets. Everybody who makes a confession gets Boo Bash. We do confessions. We will disguise your voice so nobody can hear what your voice sounds like. It'll be run through a little voice disguiser 3000. Every confession gets Boo Bash tickets, but you got to bring something to the table. Let's hear your confession. 651-989-KDWB. Maybe you stole $2,500 from your mom and she never found out. Maybe you made out with your sister's ex-boyfriend and she never found out. Maybe you are still making out with your sister's boyfriend. And whatever it is, what's your confession? You got away with something or you didn't get away with it. Your husband has no idea that you served time in prison. Whatever it is, I want to hear your confession. Every confession gets Boo Bash tickets, big or small.
But no car accidents.
Thank you. Yes.
We get a lot of those, and it's cool for you, but we just get a lot of them. We want something not gross or morose, but something kind of salacious.
Okay. All right. No, like mom never found out that I bashed the front of her car.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. Okay. Gotcha. 651-989-KDWB for confessions. Boo Bash. The spookiest party of the year is back.
101.3 KDWB's Boo Bash for the Dave Ryan Show.
Thursday, October 30th at Hop House at Mystic Lake.
Party kicks off at 6 o'clock with a 1,000.
There's so many things about this story that I just love. I think even she admits there's some part of the story that's absolutely ridiculous. What happened with your husband that made you say, oh my God, we can do War of the Roses? What happened?
I hope she makes you smile.
I found a pill.
The way you made me smile on the other end of a phone in the middle of a highway driving alone.
I just noticed that sometimes he comes home and he smells like a different soap.
And there was some sort of smeared substance on her shirt.
I keep finding pairs of underpants in our mailbox.
I hope you both feel the sparks by the end of the drive. I hope you know she's the one by the end of the night. I hope you never ever felt more free. Tell your friends they are so happy. I hope she comes along and wrecks every one of your plans. I hope you spend your last time to put a rock on her head.
Knowing that he was there and then she disappears, knowing that giving her the side eye, giving her the look the entire night.
I can't help it that you're insecure about my fast relationship. I have said I'm sorry. I've already apologized for that.
Yeah, babe, I go beat. Shows up in at 2 a.m. Pick from a friend, hanging on to a girl to just rub it in. I hope you stay up all night, all alone, waiting by the phone, and then he calls.
So we met this girl, and she introduced herself as, she was like, "Hi, I'm Kendra from Days of Our Lives."
Well, after the fact, he's like, by the way, I was at Kendra's house putting in a backsplash.
Looked at our Target app, and I've never done this, but it shows all sort of the purchase history around Valentine's Day. We also got this Reese's heart-shaped chocolate box and condoms.
I hope you both feel the sparks by the end of the drive. I hope you know he's the one by the end of the night. I hope you never ever felt more free. Tell your friends that you're so happy.
So I hid under the stairs just in case, someone was going to come over, but no one ever came over. So I was stuck under the stairs for 3 hours.
Like you did on me. I hope you cheat like you did on me.
And Kelly was hoping that you would send those roses to her.
Oh, well, if I would have known she was listening, I would have.
Well, of course you would have.
You're this upset about it. Why can't you just talk to me about it?
I'm going to get a restraining order or something now. Like,
Come
this is
on.
one step too far. Like,
honestly, just get off my...
Every guy says, I told that crazy girl to leave me alone.
Yeah. He cheated on his wife, so can you really believe whatever the he's saying? Turns out that I'm basically the last person to know that my sister-in-law and my husband have been having an affair. Everybody else knows.
Sorry, I can't hear you guys.
I mean, how long do you think this is going to last, though? Because, he can pretend right now that the phone is not coming through, that the call's not coming through. Because he was so flat busted, he just hung up.
Like you did on me.
If you take me to Walmart, then you're not my dad. If you take me to Walmart, then you're not my dad. HOLLISTER, yeah. HOLLISTER. There's a store, Dad, down at the mall, and you can smell it from way down the hall, 'cause they spray stuff on all their clothes down at Hollister. Oh, spend it. Hollister, down at Hollister. All their clothes are super cute, tees and tanks and camis too. Mom, can I please have a few bucks so I don't look like you? Employees all drink Caribou, either that or Jamba Juice. Take me, I'll be nice to you. All the gay guys shop there too. American Eagles over with, they're just so 2006. You can go but don't come in, 'cause you're so embarrassing. Me and my friends buy their clothes, then we grab our camera phones, strike an inappropriate pose, and put the pictures on MySpace. Hollister, down at Hollister.
Oh my God, Allison, give me a break. We're on a beer budget, you got champagne taste. I'm taking you to Penny's and then over to Pomida. You ain't wearing clothes that show off your booty. If you want to go to college, then you better well acknowledge that we gotta save some money. So what's wrong with dressing funny? I don't want to make you mad, but Walmart really ain't that bad.
If you take me to Walmart, then you're not my dad. Dad, can you give me $150?
What do you need $150 for?
I'm going to Hollister.
Hollister? They got great stuff down at Kmart. We're getting in the car. We're going to Kmart. Let's go.
Kmart? Just give me your wallet.
Pair. Cheerios Protein Cereal is a good source of protein per serving.
Twin Cities Habitat for Humanity's newest restore is now open in Brooklyn Park.
From the 612 Injured, High Merle and Lammers Injury Law Traffic Center.
Some good news on 35E northbound at Diffley. That earlier crash was in the right lane has been clear, but unfortunately 494 westbound still tight from Prairie Center all the way over to Flying Cloud Drive as everyone's looking at a crash on the left shoulder. Still got to stall the right shoulder, 94 westbound at McKnight. I'm Jeremy Scott, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Luther Brookdale Mazda.
Up to $2,500 Luther bonus cash. Luther Brookdale Mazda. Or 0% APR up to 60 months on qualifying new Mazdas. Luther Brookdale Mazda. #1 volume Mazda dealer in the Midwest. Luther Brookdale Mazda. See dealer for details. The only thing we overlook is $694.
In the new podcast, Hell in Heaven, 2 rich young Americans move to the Costa Rican jungle to start over. But one of them will end up dead. It starts with a nature reserve and a spectacular new home. But then
they lose it. They actually lose it.
They sort of went nuts. Everything spins out of control. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Hell in Heaven, and listen now.
Watch the Dave Ryan Show on YouTube. Just search Dave Ryan TV live on YouTube and the iHeartRadio app. It's 101.3 KDWB.
These are my confessions.
Oh, I want to hear your confessions to get you Boo Bash tickets. Don't worry, we're going to run your voice through the Voice Disguiser 3000, and it's going to sound a little bit like this.
Hello, hi. This is not my real voice, but my name is Jenny, and I have a confession.
I'll bet you do have a confession. If you were going to confess for real, you got a closet full of skeletons, Jenny.
I do, but I actually am not scared to confess most of them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's the way it works. I'm going to put your voice through the Voice Disguiser, and then you will get, whether it's great, whether there's no losers on confessions today. Just whatever you want to confess, we'll get you Boo Bash tickets.
Boo!
But what is Boo Bash anyway?
Boo Bash is our big Halloween party happening at Mystic. We're going to be at the Hop House. Super fun. We're going to have a DJ. We have $1,000 costume contests every single hour. Gary Spivey, our amazing psychic's going to be there. We're all going to be there dressed up. Bailey and I are doing a duo costume. I still got to find mine, but Dave doesn't know what he's going to be yet, and Vaughn won't tell us what he's going to be either.
All right. Love to have you out there. Let's get started. This has to do with a coworker. Let's hear your confession for Boo Bash. Yes, that's you. Hello.
I feel like a button might not be on.
Hello.
There we go.
Wait, I think I got you now. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm working on getting a coworker fired.
Oh, on getting a coworker fired. What and why?
They are a head of a department, like HR. So I'm going around them to the president just because they keep crossing a line and sharing very personal information with me.
Oh, so they're the HR person and they keep sharing personal information. So you're going over their head.
Correct.
I don't blame you. Wow. Okay. Guess what? You get Boo Bash tickets. Woo! Congratulations. Woo! Nice. Okay. Next one about a closet. Tell me your confession for Boo Bash tickets. Hello.
Good morning.
Hi, there you are. Let's go.
Hi. So when I was in high school, I was just the sweetest gal, and I was dating this guy who was a very troubled teenager. And when my dad would go to work, I would sneak him back in the house, and he basically lived at my house while I was at school and my parents were at work. And when we would all get home, I would hide him in my closet.
You had a boy living in your closet?
Okay, so he basically lived at the house, but when my family got home, I was trying to basically keep him so I wouldn't get in trouble. Because he had nowhere to live, is essentially the story.
Oh, and you were like a goody two-shoes girl with a secret boy living in your closet.
Yes, you got it.
Your parents never found out.
I did end up telling my dad, and he was just appalled.
Were you intimate at all with this boy or just trying to be helpful?
Unfortunately, I was.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Wow.
You were trying to be a good person.
How long did you live in?
You.
Yeah. How long do you live in your closet?
It sounds so terrible. It was a whole summer where it was just that same cycle of he would be at my house all day while I was at school or my parents were at work.
So he'd roam around the house and have make a sandwich and go to the bathroom and all that until mom and dad got home.
Literally. And then my dad would make comments like, you must be taking extra long showers this month, or
our water bill is pretty high.
Wow.
Oh my
okay.
gosh.
You win. We'll see you at Boo. I want you to come up and say hi. I want to meet you at Boo Bash, okay?
Yeah. Absolutely. Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
Please hold. Wow. All right. A couple of more of these confessions for Boo Bash. Let's go to thong category. Tell me your thong confession.
So when I was in middle school, my stepsister was like 20, 22, and I would sneak into her closet cabinet thing, steal her thongs, put them on, wear them to school, because it made me feel like a baddie. And then I would take them off and put them back before anyone got home.
That's funny.
Oh, my
How old were you again?
I was in like 6th grade.
Oh, my God. Isn't that funny? Isn't there a meme that I've seen where it's like middle school, you put on your first thong and all you do is like be uncomfortable and try to pick it out of your butt the entire time?
God,
wow.
Yeah, but that was me.
So you're just putting dirty thongs back in your stepsister's
Nasty.
drawers.
I'm not proud of that.
Filthy
But you
woman.
was a baddie, so.
Yeah, you were. Okay.
I really was.
Okay. You're going to Boo Bash. Good job.
Let's go.
All right. We got more of these. I think there's something about Boo Bash that everybody wants to go. Let's talk about a strip club. Tell me your confession. Go ahead.
Morning, guys. So me and my friends have an annual trip that we go to Ironwood, Michigan. It's always usually like me, my best friend, her wife. So one year we decided to bring an extra friend that me and her had been talking for a while, and then my friend's wife's stepmom decided to come with us. We all went to the club. We got done drinking after, and I told my friend, I was like, oh, let's go back to the hotel room and, just kick it. And she was like, all right, cool. So we just walk back to the hotel room. We get there, and we start hanging out.
Yeah.
And about 30 minutes in, my best friend's stepmom walks in on us. And, at first she, turned around all scared, and then she was like, well, are you guys almost done, or do you need another hand?
Oh.
And I literally, straight white. And I was like, no, I cannot. And I couldn't bear to tell my friend that her mom was trying to get into a threesome with us.
Whoa!
Dang!
Wow.
That is juicy.
Hashtag MILF. Okay.
Oh, my God.
Please hold. Get your Boo Bash tickets for you. Well, last call. Here we go. This has to do with a towel. Let's hear your confession. Go ahead.
Hi.
Hi.
When I was pregnant, years ago, I was very sick, and I was throwing up at one time, and at the same time, I ended up peeing myself. And my husband at the time was just standing there laughing, not really doing anything. So I used his towel to clean up the pee, and I hung it back on the thing, and he used it the next morning.
Oh, my God.
That's adorable. That's adorable. Get you into Boo Bash. Please hold on for 1 second. That's going to do it for confessions for this time. Thanks for all those. We got to do that again because that was a lot of fun. All right, we'll be back in a second on KDWB. Could you have a relationship in this situation? It's kind of like, would you date this person? What if they seem just great, but there's one little red flag? I'll tell you about it coming up next on KDWB.
Pay your bills. When you win $1,000.
And when you do, you could also score an exclusive VIP trip to iHeartRadio's Jingle Ball 2025, presented by Capital One in New York City.
Starring
Ed Sheeran, Alex Warren, Leve, Conan Gray, Sarah Larson, Nelly, Renee Rapp, Miles Smith, Jesse Murph, Big X The Plug, Raven Lene, Monsta X, and a special sing-along moment for K-pop Demon Hunters.
Make us your #1 preset on the new and improved iHeartRadio app so you don't miss a chance at $1,000.
And a trip to our iHeartRadio Jingle Ball, presented by Capital One in New York. Coming to ABC.
As days get shorter and roads get busier, fall brings more accidents. If you've been injured, Postman Law is here to help. No fees unless we win. Call 844-POSTMAN. Postman delivers. This is attorney advertising.
A beautiful fall weekend ahead of us. We might see a few showers this morning. Otherwise, partly cloudy the rest of the day with a high of 69. Tomorrow, it's going to be partly sunny, a high of 62. And Sunday, sunny and 59.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
With Rasmussen University, you don't have to be afraid of paying for college thanks to transparent costs and financial aid options for those who qualify. It's a smarter, clearer path to the future you deserve. Learn more at rasmussen.edu. That's rasmussen.edu.
Here's a thought. You wouldn't wear the same outfit every day, so why stick to the same glasses? Pearl Vision has brand name glasses to keep your style fresh. Michael Kors for sleek confidence. Coach for timeless vibes, and Vogue Eyewear to mix things up whenever you want. Right now, get 40% off a second pair because one look is never enough. Nobody cares for eyes more than Pearl. Some restrictions and exclusions may apply. See participating stores for details.
Update your home and save big money with Mastercraft Doors at Menards. For over 50 years, Mastercraft has been making quality doors inside and out. Choose from the best in-stock selection of interior and exterior doors ready to take home today. Or design your door your way with our free designer in-store or on Menards.com. Save big on Mastercraft Doors and check out more great deals happening now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Choosing a college is big, but figuring out who you are and what you actually want to do, that's even bigger. When I got to St. Ben's and St. John's, I wasn't totally sure where I was headed, but from day one, I had a team of academic and career mentors who actually cared. They helped me figure out what matters to me, what I'm good at, and how to turn that into a career I'm excited about, and a life that feels real and meaningful. Start your journey at csbsju.edu. That's csbsju.edu.
Hurry! Mattress Firm's Upgrade Your Sleep sale ends soon. See their sleep experts today to find your perfect bed from their premium selection and save big on better rest. Mattress Firm. They make sleep easy.
Hey Minneapolis, get ready to glow. Super Neon is a feel-good immersive experience filled with vibrant installations, interactive light, and unforgettable moments. Now open at Mall of America. Get your tickets on the Fever app or at superneonexperience.com.
Coach for Kids is back for its 40th year. Donate new or gently used kids and adult coats to any Pilgrim Dry Cleaners 28 locations through October 25th.
Pilgrim cares for kids like they care for your clothes. Visit pilgrimdrycleaners.com for details.
Attorney advertising. Minnesota attorney Samantha Johnson. Top dog does not mean we are the best. No guarantees of success.
Can I ask you a question? When Top Dog bit you, how did it feel? Was it as bad as everybody say it is? Did it hurt? Did you bleed? What did it feel like? I know one thing for sure. You'll never make that mistake again. It was an accident. You'll never have that accident again. Top Dog bit you. He bit you bad. He ain't just bite you. Bit your attorney. He bit him bad too. It was bad. I bet you'll never drive drunk again. I bet you won't. I bet you won't. You was in jail for driving drunk. They drug you to court for the dog to bite you. That was crazy. You better call the dog. Any accident, you better call the dog. Big or small, Top Dog Law.
Mer people like me don't mind being called mythical creatures, but recycling is the real deal. In fact, your plastic bottles, containers, and jugs go on quite a journey after they leave your home. Some become new bottles, and others get turned into fencing and landscaping products in Paynesville, Minnesota. Plus, recycling helps keep my lake clean. Take it from me, recycling exists. Learn the real story behind recycling at recyclingexists.com.
The pumpkin spice latte is back at Starbucks. Crafted with our signature espresso and real pumpkin sauce, then topped with whipped cream, cinnamon, and nutmeg. The PSL, get it while it's hot. Or iced. Only at Starbucks.
When you walk into a Burlington, you're walking into amazing prices and style.
Wow.
That's main character energy. Because at Burlington, the coats aren't the only thing turning heads. Our savings look good no matter the weather. From trends like parkas to vests and faux fur, we are the real deal when it comes to coats. You know we have you covered. So seriously, with these savings, why shop anywhere else?
Burlington deals, brands, wow.
In Minnesota, everybody's got a tuna noodle casserole recipe. But the one that disappears first? The one made with Miracle Whip. You know it, your neighbors know it. Heck, everyone from Duluth to Moorhead knows it. That tangy zip of Miracle Whip isn't just an extra kick. It's what makes people droodle over the tuna noodle. So here's to you for keeping it bold, keeping it zippy, and keeping Miracle Whip right where it belongs in all your favorite recipes. Buy Miracle Whip at your local grocery store and get your tang on, Minnesota.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
From the 612 Injured, High Merle and Lammers Injury Law Traffic Center.
Better news on 494. The earlier crash at Flying Cloud Drive has cleared off, and thankfully there's nobody to look at it. So everything's open. No delays on 494 or really any of your other highways and byways in and around the Twin Cities metro area. Still got that stall, though, 94 westbound at McKnight on the right shoulder. I'm Jeremy Scott, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Cub. Know what happy is? Veggies. Shop Cub produce at its crunchiest, crispiest, and freshest. Guaranteed, or they'll replace it. No questions asked. You want to make a veggie lover happy? Shop Cub for produce and shop happy.
Now live on streaming video, KDWB's Dave Ryan Show is now on YouTube every morning starting at 7 a.m. Just search Dave Ryan TV.
Lonely in this crowd, I sit alone. Oh, one more drink away from heading home. Oh, oh, I could feel the night slipping by. Oh, away from me. And oh, she caught my eye through the light, and she came right up to me. She said, oh, hi, nice to meet you tonight. Maybe we could go dance, get up off our feet. She said, this life ain't forever. One song here together, then let's play it on repeat. We can dance all night. We can dance till the morning light. Let's forget about our worries and the wild road outside. She said, oh, hi, nice to meet you tonight. Maybe we could go dance, get up off our feet. We can dance all night. She took my hand and led me through the dark. Oh, she said, feel the beat, forget the broken heart. Oh, and oh, I can feel the night slipping by. Oh, away from me. And oh, I saw the light in her eyes. Glad she came right up to me. She said, oh, hi, nice to meet you tonight. Maybe we could go dance, get up off our feet. She said, we could dance all night.
Let's go somewhere. Let's do something. Let's not sit around the house this weekend. Let's get out and enjoy life. Have experiences. Because, we don't want things. We want experiences. Well, we do want a Switch, too.
Mm-hmm.
And
an
an in-ground
magnet
pool.
from the places you go.
A what?
Cool. A magnet, just something from the places
We do want a magnet from the places that we go to. Yeah,
Hell
for
yeah.
sure. Yeah. But let's talk about going places, experiences. Here to bring us some information, Stephanie.
Hello, Dave. Hello.
Hi, Stephanie. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Found Stephanie on Instagram last February, and I reached out to her and said, hey, I do a radio show you might have heard of. And she's like, yeah, sure. So here she is.
I've heard of you, yes.
Well, some people have, some people haven't. So thanks for coming in. What's on the agenda this weekend?
All right. It's fall. It's Minnesota, so it's hot dish season. Do you have a good hot dish recipe, like a go-to?
Basic, so basic. Yeah, so basic. But our secret is, you ready?
Yeah.
I don't share this to everybody.
Okay.
We put Frank's Red Hot on the top of it.
You're kidding.
Yeah, I put that S on
Minnesota,
everything.
spicy.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, so there is an event called the Hot Dish Revolution. So you're going to get your recipe and bring it to this. It's $5 to submit a hot dish. Tomorrow afternoon. $15 just to attend and taste test and things like that.
So you can walk around and try different hot dish.
It's at a church in Northeast Minneapolis.
Of course
called
it's
Grace
at a church.
Lutheran. I'm probably in the basement. Let's be real. They have 6 categories: tater tot, veg and vegan, spicy, darn good, which is the all meat hot dishes, I guess. Kids sweets and Jello. They're going to have live music and kids activities. And yeah, it sounds like a good time. It's like a neighborhood fundraiser.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you're not listening with a pencil in your hand, we'll go back over these in a little bit and put them up online on DaveRyanShow.com. Okay?
Oh, and if you want 15% off that $15 ticket, they have a code HOTDISH1.
Oh, yes. Save some
Hot dish
money.
one. Okay.
All right. Number 2 is a murder mystery game at a local bookstore. Cream and Amber is in Hopkins. They're doing a murder mystery game. And then you get like 2 books based on like whatever subgenre you like. I like scary books. I want them to be romance, or I like scary books. I want them to be about murder.
I think you've been there before, Dave. Cream and Amber. It's right on the Hopkins Main Street. It's a bookstore, coffee shop, and I think you might be able to get beer there too. I
Yes.
can't remember,
Yeah.
but I love that place.
So murder mystery night.
Okay, very cool.
First drink is $55 to get in, but you get a bunch of goodies with it. And it sounds like a good
And
time.
books. Wow.
Yeah. All right. Number 3 is the Sunday Morning Club. It's a little walking club for ladies who are looking to meet new friends.
Oh, I know who started that. Shout
You
out
do?
Isabel. Yeah.
Hey, girl.
Look at you.
Right. Okay. So they're meeting at Brim Cafe and Coffee. This is a new location for them. It's on Sunday at 11 a.m. They're going to meet for coffee. It looks like a pretty good pack of girls that are there.
Oh, yeah. They
And
get
then-
like 100 girls.
Yeah. And then they walk around the Lake of the Isles this time as their plan. So if you want to meet some new friends or just get out and about and have coffee.
And it's going to be nice this weekend, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to, I mean, like 60. I think Sunday will be like 50s. But yeah, I mean, fall
Crisp.
weather.
Crisp.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Wear your cute little jumpsuits or sweaties and go meet some gals.
Okay.
All right, number 4. This is for you, Dave, because you were really into the record show that I talked about a few weeks ago. This one is in the South Metro in Eagan at Bald Man Brewing. They're going to have 6 local record vendors selling albums, 45 CDs, and memorabilia. So you can check that one out tomorrow from 12 to 4 p.m.
Okay. Go over these one more time in case
Wait,
you
I
missed
got
it.
number 5.
Oh,
For the-
okay. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. What's number 5?
For the Silly Goose ladies of Minneapolis, there is a granny rave. Do you know what a granny rave is?
Somebody
could
sent me this on Instagram. Yeah.
So you basically just dress as grandmas for the girls and go dance your little butt off for like 2 hours. It's tomorrow night from 7 to 9:30 at a place called Tropico. It's a restaurant in downtown Minneapolis.
I think it's in like maybe a little alleyway. I might be wrong about
the
that.
patio would be fun.
Yeah. So, but someone did send me it. I think like one of the owner people of that. But yeah, it looks really fun. I love dressing up as
It
a
looked
grandma.
like they had done it before and it was hilarious. Pictures and videos. So I'm going to check out. It's $15 all in, like taxes and fees. So
Stephanie is here. She comes in every Friday to give us some different things to do. I mean, we always know the Vikings are in town or the Wild might be in town or whatever. And that's easy to find out. But these are just a little more hidden gems.
the goofy stuff.
Yeah, the more goofy stuff.
Yeah.
Go over them one more time for anybody who was not paying attention.
All right. Number 1 is the Hot Dish Revolution tomorrow, 2 to 5 at Grace Lutheran Church.
All
in
kinds of hot
Northeast.
dish.
Hot dish contest and a People's Choice Award.
Oh, good.
Clearly. Number 2 is a murder mystery game at Cream and Amber tomorrow night from 7:30 to 9:30. Number 3 is Sunday Morning Club, a walking club for ladies. They're meeting at Brim Cafe and Coffee Sunday at 11 a.m. and then walking around the Lake of the Isles.
There's 2 locations for that. So just a heads up. Obviously, it's the one that's near Lake of the Isles.
uptownish,
Yeah.
Okay. And then number 4 was Twin Cities Record Show pop-up at Bald Man Brewing in Eagan tomorrow from noon to 4. And number 5 was the all-girls granny rave at Tropico tomorrow night, 7 to 9:30.
Okay, very good, Stephanie. What are you doing this weekend?
We're going to go see Black Phone 2.
Oh, you
with the
are?
kids. I watched,
with the kids.
I watched the first one yesterday. My daughter made me watch it. Like, you got to catch up. You got to know what's going on. So I'm terrified. I do not like scary movies or anything like that.
You're
I was
a good
very
mom.
uncomfortable.
Taking the kids along.
Yeah.
Good
going
for
with
you.
my sister, Rachel.
Is this Rachel over here?
This is Rachel. I
Hi,
brought my
Rachel.
sister along this week.
Hello.
What are you doing this weekend, Rachel?
We're going to Black Phone 2 today.
Okay, sounds like it. What else are you going to do, Rachel?
I'm celebrating my birthday. I'm 2 days before you, Dave.
Ooh.
October 22nd?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
What
National holidays coming up.
It is coming up. Well, happy birthday. And
Thank you.
Stephanie,
You
thanks
too.
for coming in.
Thank
Find
you, Dave.
Stephanie online. You miss any of this, it's on Stephanie.Rosner, Rosener, Stephanie Rosner on
Yes.
Instagram. And you're also a realtor. So if you need any, realty tips, realtor, anything like that.
I have a new townhome in Anoka coming to the market today. It is for $365. It was brand new, like 6 years old, and it's 2 blocks from Main Street. So if you're looking for a townhome in Anoka, check it out. I posted the tour this morning.
I've heard there's like a shortage of starter homes now, but like millionaire homes on the lakes, there's like a lot of them. Is
I
that the
sold
story?
one in Blaine this weekend that was like, $350, and we got 11 offers. It was nuts. So
Really?
It's very
Because
competitive.
there's a shortage of starter homes right now. Wow. Stephanie, thanks for coming in.
Thanks, Dave.
Have a good weekend.
All righty.
We'll do Dave's Dirt coming up in a minute on KDWB, along with more Boo Bash tickets. And did we do a Sabrina Carpenter keyword?
We didn't.
Stop
we
the
missed
presses.
it.
Stop the
Yeah,
presses. I'm
hold
going to do
on.
it right now.
Let's
Stop the presses. Here we go. Better late than never. Feather is the keyword. Yeah, we're late, but you can still win. So, we're human and it happens once in a while. We don't do it on purpose. Feather is the keyword. Use that keyword feather to enter to win Sabrina Carpenter trip to Los Angeles to see her in concert. Okay, now here's Shabuzi on KDWB.
Now what
Now, the news that has Hollywood talking. Dave's Dirt on KDWB.
It's funny how you get news now. It used to be like, back in the day, people would wait for the headline on the in the newspaper or the whatever.
Yeah.
And then it started to turn into like, okay, something would pop up on your phone. But the way that I get news now, everything from when Prince died, my friend Melissa texted and said, I heard Prince died. What's going on? I'm like, no, he did not. And then sure enough, he did.
Mm-hmm.
So last night, a friend of mine, Kat, she sent me a graphic that said Ace Frehley, guitar player from Kiss, dead at the age of 74. And so I opened up like my browser and I'm like saying, Ace Frehley death, and nothing came up. It was all like he was in the hospital.
Yeah.
And then within like an hour or so, it all started to come through. And it hit hard. Especially a dude, but there's a ton of women that love Kiss too, that grew up with Kiss. Anybody probably older than the age of 40, definitely 50, loved Kiss. I loved Kiss. They were my very first concert. And, these rock stars, they just seem like they're going to live forever. But of course, they don't. Here's a little bit of Ace Frehley, starting with his hit song, New York Groove, and then getting into more Kiss songs that you know. That's not it. There it is. Yeah, it is. Hold on.
Here I am, in the city, with a fistful of dollars, and baby, you better believe I'm back. I want it every day.
You guys actually developed a code name for cocaine. Do you want to share it with our viewers?
Well, we call it Betty White,
Okay, so they called cocaine Betty White. Okay. He was like a hard partier of the band, and so was the drummer Peter Criss. And the other two guys, Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley, were basically nerds and businessmen.
Yeah. Do you think that we are unfortunately going to get another celebrity death in the next week or so because they come in threes? And we just had Diane Keaton.
Yeah.
And so now him, and so maybe someone else.
We did have that little stint when it was Ozzy Osbourne, and it was like 3 people. That was also 3 people in 1 week.
Yeah,
so don't jinx it.
That's the rumor that the myth that they die in threes. So, okay.
Speaking of cocaine, apparently Britney Spears was doing cocaine while she was breastfeeding. At least that's according to Kevin Federline's new book that's coming out. It says in the book that basically they were separated at the time. They had their 1-month-old son, Jaden, and Kevin came into the house. It was kind of an unexpected visit from him. And he found Britney sitting around a coffee table with her brother, her agent, and an unnamed actress who was about to blow up from a role that would transform her life. So we have no idea.
Jennifer Lawrence.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
No, she would have been too young at that time.
Take that back.
Really?
No, I'll take that back.
Okay, yeah. I was going to say, okay.
No, I'll take that back. It was just a guess. I'm trying to be salacious.
Yeah, no, I get it. So Kevin went on to say, the first thing I saw was Britney and her young starlet friend snorting a fat line of coke off the table, but both were wearing these outrageous wigs. Britney's was blue, whatever. It was surreal. They didn't even try to hide it. And he wrote that is what ended us officially. So
K-Fed said that.
K-Fed said that in his new book.
Wow.
I want to know how many women watched the Victoria's Secret fashion show. It was Wednesday night, and my girlfriend Alyssa said that it's like the Super Bowl for women.
Well,
oh, I don't know about that.
That's what I said. No. But here's Dylan Sprouse, who, if you don't know that name, he played Zach on the infamous We Life of Zach and Cody. He's there raising awareness for endometriosis.
I just don't think there's a lot of awareness about it. Some people were even reaching out and saying that I didn't realize I had those symptoms until I got diagnosed from seeing you post about it. And so, yeah, I'm hoping that if this is even a small measure of something we can do, then I hope it helps.
I don't know a lot about endometriosis, so I'm glad that, I think it's one of those that might be flying under the radar. So I'm glad someone's speaking about it.
Yeah, you hear about it, but it's not one that you know a whole lot about. Yeah. I truly don't know what it is, but good for Dylan Sprouse for raising awareness for it. J-Lo thinks she's actually never truly, well, I'll let her tell the story. Here's J-Lo.
Do you think you've truly been loved? No. And do you think you really have experienced loving someone?
Yes.
You have?
Yeah.
And when you can't get that love back?
What I learned, it's not that I'm not lovable. It's that they're not capable.
They can't love.
They don't have it in them. They need to appreciate the little person inside of them. They need to love them. Yeah.
You've been in a relationship with
and they gave me what they had.
Right.
But they gave me all of it. Every time.
But it's this much. It's
all the rings, all the things I could ever want.
Right.
They tried to give me the houses, the rings, the marriage, all of it. But
they didn't love you.
they didn't,
and didn't know you.
and I didn't love myself.
Isn't that interesting that she thinks she's never truly been loved? And I know some people like that too. They've never really truly been loved. Yeah, they were loved by their parents, but they've never really, I'm not going to name anybody, but I know a few. Yeah. They've never truly been loved. They've been used, they've been intimate, but they've never been loved.
But
I know, that's
who was the
sad.
common denominator and all that? J-Lo.
Yeah.
So is it the people that she's been with that haven't truly loved, or is her?
It's a good question.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. She was with Mark Anthony for quite a while, like married for like 10 years.
That's what I'm saying. So nobody ever loved you?
I know. I don't know that I fully believe that, but maybe her version of love, she has not been loved that way. Is
Well, then
more
she
so
needs
what
to
it
find
might
love
be.
within herself to figure out what she's looking for.
Well, she said that in there. She said at the end, she's like, it had a lot to do with the fact that I didn't love myself. So I do think that she's at least self-aware to that extent.
Good.
But
Okay.
Teddy Swims, I'm surprised Vaughn hasn't brought this up yet because I know that's your boy.
It's my guy.
Has a new song out and it's called You've Got Another Thing Coming.
If you think I won't find love again, darling, I got other friends. If you ain't know I was the man, you got another thing coming. You got another thing coming.
Yeah, he's just so good.
It's got so much like soul to it.
All of his stuff does, man. It's so good. More new music. Charlie Puth. Not only did he put out a single, but the singles to tease an album he has coming out, and that him and his wife Brooke are expecting the first child. This song's called Changes.
And that is going to wrap it up for the dirt. We are about 5-10 minutes away from your next keyword for Sabrina Carpenter. We'll be on time. This one, I promise, at 9:05 with another keyword to see her in Los Angeles. Plus, we'll check in with your friend and mine, Bailey J. Hess. She's taken the day off to walk 20 miles.
She got a late start. I just saw on her Instagram story. She slept through her alarm. She didn't start until about 20 minutes ago.
Okay. Well, she's on her way. We'll check
Football
in coming
season
up.
is here, and I think a lot of people can agree. Watching football, one of the best parts is eating the food. However, if you're on a